Hey guys, retirement's supposed to feel kind of like freedom. And most days, for me, most days it does feel like freedom. And once I realized that I was drifting, I realized I didn't just retire from a job or a career. I retired, or we retired, from our schedule. We retired from a schedule, a daily routine. And so it's time for us as retirees or early retirees just to set a new schedule. Set a new schedule and forget about our old schedule. That's not all that important anymore. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Life in the Second Act. My name's Tony. I'm a recently retired educator after 30 years in the business. This channel is about retirement and retirement ideas and travel and spirituality, education, leadership. Who knows what we might all talk about, but thanks for coming back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you can. I'm going to try to produce something weekly, maybe more if I get inspired to do something like that. I don't know about you guys, but most of us especially in the southeast and eastern part of the country, just got hit with this crazy winter storm. So if you see less firewood back here, that means most of it's at the house getting burnt. And if the wind's blowing, it's because we're still at the tail end of the storm. So we'll try to get this done quick today because it's in the mid-20s out here. So again, welcome back to the channel. So for decades, my schedule pretty much held my life together. It may have done the same for you, or it may still be doing it for those of you that aren't retired yet. It held my life together. I had guardrails. I had boundaries on my life because of schedules. I could only do certain things at certain times on certain days with certain people. And it was all built in. My duties at work, meetings, emails. I said meetings already, but Lord, don't get me started on meetings. Deadlines to meet, bell schedules to adhere to in the school world. It may have been stressful, but at least I knew what I was doing, when I was doing it. At least I know it made me feel good to know what my daily schedule was going to be like and what was going to happen Wednesday and so on and so forth. But I don't need that in my life anymore. So this retirement is supposed to feel like kind of a vacation. At the beginning, it did. Sleeping late. My days started to run together. I'd have to say, honey, what is today? Is today Wednesday? And it kind of kept on a schedule because she's still working in the school system as well. And so my days were running together. Wasn't sure what was going on. Had no real purpose. And then stuff like that, having no purpose when you're in retirement will lead to drifting. And you just drift off into wasted time, wasted days. No accomplishments, nothing like that. So what I'm going to recommend today, and I'm trying to do for myself since the new year, daily I'm going to reset my own schedule, and I'm going to set it to where I work on three things. And there could be more, but three simple ones that could help us all maybe build a schedule is working on three things: our body, our mind, and our people. So our body, our mind, and our people. And what do I say what do I mean when I'm talking about body? Well, that could be as simple things like walking, going to the gym, stretching, yard work outside, going to the golf range, going to play pickleball. There's a lot of people in our hometown that do that. So there's some things you can do, set in your schedule, have them, and do one or two or three or all of those every day. So working on your body. Now, I said we were going to do body, mind, and people. So here's some things for your mind. Recommendations. Some that I've put in my life. Some I've been doing for a while. You could read daily, every day. You could listen to podcasts. Good ones. Good spirit-filled podcast. You could journal daily. You could also learn a new skill. I forgot about that. You could learn a new skill or start some project that you want to work on. Something I'm learning to do is how to make a YouTube video. This is only the third long form one I've ever made, so I'm learning as I go. So now we've talked about our body. We've talked about recommendations for our mind. Well, what about our people? Oh, this coat is messing with me. What about our people? Okay, we could schedule coffee with someone or breakfast. Go meet a friend or an ex-colleague for breakfast. You can do the exact same thing for lunch. And for that matter, you could cook dinner one night and invite friends over to your house or vice versa. So scheduling a meal or a coffee or just a sit-down conversation with someone is a good way to stay connected with people. You could also join you could join a group. I'm in a men's group, a Bible study on every other Wednesday of the month. And we also have some Thursday meetings trickle in there once a month. So joining some sort of group. I'm in a men's group here in our town, so that's helped me a ton. You can just pick up the phone, call your friends, call your colleagues. Obviously, I forget sometimes that some of my colleagues friends are still at work in the school world, and I'll call them in the middle of the school day, which is a mistake. But get on the phone with people. Don't just text. Talk, because it's good to hear people's voice. Or you could volunteer or mentor somebody. So my body, mind, and people. If we schedule those three things into our day and into our week, that's going to help us develop our new schedule. And there's a lot more we could talk about, but I try to keep the videos fairly short and the topics fairly simple. I'm no expert. These are just things I'm working on and read a lot about. Remember, retirement is not the end of having a schedule, but today we just get to choose what fills our schedule, whereas a year ago, everybody else kind of told me when I had to be places. So those are the things I wanted to talk about today. If this video touched you in any way, helped you in any way, please subscribe, share, like, do all those things. Post down in the comments. I've really enjoyed talking with people in the comments. And for those of you that have commented in other videos, thank you for that. And giving me feedback about the videos. What's good about it? What's not so good about it? Because I'm learning as I go. So thanks again. We're all still working on how we're going to live life in this second act. I'll see you next time.